Hello Sagittarius, this is Victoria from Mindful Bamboo and I'm here with your November tarot forecast. Welcome to my channel, whether you're new or you're coming back. Welcome. I'm happy to have you guys, and as always we're going to take a look at your love life, your relationship with whoever you have on your mind. Then we'll take a look at career and workspace, and then I'll pull some cards for advice from the universe for how to best utilize the energies of the month. Of course, I will start with an oracle deck, and today I'm working with Whispers of the Ocean. Beautiful deck. And at the end, I'm gonna pull some messages from a different deck, from your person to yourself. Okay, let's get started right away. Remember that this is a general reading, so take only what resonates for you. It can be part of the reading or even a certain specific idea or concept. Hope you guys are doing great. Of course, don't forget to check out your other placements as well. If you're checking, especially if you're checking the reading for your sun sign. If you're born in the season of Sagittarius, you may want to check your moon, rising, or Venus as well. Pay special attention to the titles of those readings too. Okay, that's a bit too much. I love this deck, but it's pretty big. Okay. Setting up parameters, number 43. Lovely colors. Assess your relationships and determine how they're aligned with your goals. Setting boundaries requires an honest evaluation of your present relationship. So in this case, setting up parameters means setting up boundaries. I've spoken throughout my videos and readings about the importance of setting boundaries, of how tricky it can be. It's like the other side of practicing self-love, right? I mean, it's part of it, but I'm just saying that when people hear self-love, they immediately think, I got it, I know what it means, of course I'm doing it. And similarly, and setting up healthy boundaries is one of the ways to exercise self-love. When people hear setting boundaries, they feel, for the most part, that they're in a pretty good space. But the majority of us isn't or aren't. And I'm just saying it even from experience from my own clients, from what I read, from what I watch, from what I see in my life, in my surrounding. We are just not taught how to do it. The same way we're not taught how to create healthy relationships, right? Or at least how to do it without feeling guilty or like you broke someone's heart or whatever else that you may be feeling or thinking when you're setting those up. Because guess what? The person you're setting up healthy boundaries with is not educated on that topic either. So when you start doing them, there's a good chance they're gonna freak out. They're gonna take it their own way. They're gonna think that either you don't feel the same way about them, or it's some sort of mind game or manipulation, right? That's what happens when we face some sort of situation psychologically, energetically, that we are like, our mind cannot scan quickly. What is it about? Why is this happening to me, right? Then our brain jumps to some conclusions, because for our brain this signifies some sort of dangerous situation that is unfamiliar, like I'm not sure, I'm just gonna make my best guess of what it is about. And that's how it just blows out of proportion. Somebody needed to hear that. And if that is relevant for you, something blew out of proportion for you recently, just know that sometimes, oh wow, 2 of Cups in reverse, that sometimes it's that reactional factor that is present, that is in our psyche, inbuilt in our psyche. It's part of the survival mechanism, really. It's a quick reaction to anything dangerous to save us from danger, from death, basically. Okay, let's get into the reading. 2 of Cups in reverse, the first card for the love situation. We also have 8 of Cups and Knight of Cups. saw Knight of Cups in a different reading today. I think it was for Scorpio. For your workspace, we have the Empress. Wow. You could be dealing with a Taurus or a Libra here. You have Two of Pentacles. Quite a different vibe of this card in this deck. Knight of Wands. Okay, pretty solid. And then advice from the universe. Page of Pentacles. Get ready, something big is coming for you, Sagittarius. Two of Wands. Yep. King of Cups. Beautiful. You could be dealing with a water sign, or water sign could be on the horizon for you. Water signs are Cancer, Pisces, and Scorpio, of course. Okay, bottom of the deck, Queen of Cups, another signification of a water sign. You actually have Queen and King of Cups. Yeah, so either this is gonna be a season of emotional exchange, of sharing feelings and acknowledging feelings for each other with someone else. Could be with a romantic partner, could be with a friend, could be even with a mentor, a teacher, a co-worker, but somebody obviously close to you, because I would say, like, by default, King and Queen of Cups are a couple in love. There could be exceptions, but probably I'm talking about your romantic interest, your love interest, right? So it's a lot about going deep into feelings this month. That's what I can see right away. But it's also very good that the King and Queen actually have Knight of Cups as well. I have quite a few of cups here. King and Queen have the mastery of the suit in their hands, right? In this case, they have the mastery of understanding emotions and being able to navigate those. And notice I'm not saying control, I'm saying navigate. That means acknowledge and then process them, right? And kind of pick the right direction, the good informed choice of what you do next. A lot of times emotions just kind of come to our surrounding as a whirlwind, and they basically embrace us, and we fall under the control of our emotions. The King and Queen of Cups know how to be in charge, to stay in charge with whatever emotions come around. Okay, let's take a closer look. So yeah, you have actually all of the cards in your love situation are the cups, which again brings us back to the question of feelings and emotions. There is a certain learning curve in your connection, your relationship. So there are certain things that you are learning about each other. I don't know whether this is a new relationship or a well-known one, but there will definitely be some new discoveries about your partner in this month, and for them as well. So you're basically, I'm getting this concept of a new vibe, you know, like when people get together, the first, I don't know, few weeks, few months, they're really getting to know each other and kind of get into that jelly, sort of smooth, established ways of being together. They learn like what the other person is like, what they do in their life, right? How do they express themselves? How do they express love? All of those interesting things that make you more comfortable with each other. Let's put it that way, in a good way, right? That build trust, that build that bond, that closeness, the bond that we can see here with the Kundalini here. The Two of Cups is usually connection even on the soul level, so even a lot deeper than emotions. That it is in reverse though, so that's one of the things that's telling me that it's on the way. Something big and beautiful is about to bloom, has potential here, but it's still a story where it can kind of play out different ways, right? Like you can keep growing it together, or you can grow apart. Grow together, grow apart. Those are your options, and the choice is yours, Sagittarius. It's very interesting. I'm not even saying that you're on a crossroads, or that there is a danger in your position. It's just that your relationship is in the draw stage, where you can see it as a opportunity to create whatever you want from it. Again, in a good sense, in a constructive sense, right? Like you can position yourself in your relationship the way you want. If you are in touch with your feelings and emotions and you understand what you want, right? That's the trick here. Okay, for your career space, you have the Empress, Two of Pentacles, Knight of Wands. So what I'm getting here is that it may have seemed to you that you've done a lot more than you had to reach the success of where you are. But the universe is telling you that it was very well worth it, because you've learned, you've become so much wiser, you've accommodated so much energy, so much knowledge. I don't know, it could be like connections, for example, if talking about work, right? Public recognition, like those things that do not necessarily translate immediately into like dollar signs or a praise from your boss, or even a thank you from whoever it is you were helping or doing their work. Actually, for some of you, it's not necessarily going to be that, but it is still it's going to have its dividends, right? So you've made an important investment with that hustle, with whatever it is you were doing to make things work and to deliver whatever your project, your goal was, right? This is the time now to acknowledge how powerful you are through all of this. Even if you were notice I mentioned that Two of Pentacles is a very different vibe in this deck. And to me, it always associates with overcoming some challenges where you had to really kind of balance in a very unbalanced situation, very dangerous kind of situation, right? And you were still working through it, right? You were making your way to success, and you were with this electricity, almost like, right, the neon that she's got. You were bringing a lot of value through this. It wasn't easy, but you were bringing a lot of value, and you were learning yourself. So like I said, right, it's kind of like it has different sides to it, different perceptions, different angles to it, to how much you've actually accomplished. And if anything, right now it's time to celebrate and acknowledge that you are the star in this environment and in this project and whatever it is that you've been working on very hard, possibly for even years. Two of Pentacles is kind of in the timing position here. It's 2 years really, right? So maybe it was actually that long. For some of you it has been, or maybe it's something you've dreamt about for 2 years and it's finally coming along for you, or it will come along for you in the month of November, right? So it's like, even if you're, it's like sometimes you're so tired towards the finish line that you almost don't have the energy to celebrate. But it is very important though, like energetically it's important to acknowledge the path you've taken, the effort you've put in, etc., etc. If you want this to continue, of course. And then for the advice, you have Page of Pentacles, Two of Wands, King of Cups. Yeah, so I'm getting that this, and I see this in this deck again. The Page of Pentacles to me is getting ready for a big stage. It's getting ready for different elements, right, that may come across your trip, your journey. This card for me is about taking a journey, right? So it's like you're preparing for some big adventure of your life, right? And it's important to stock up on the necessities. It's also important to realize what makes you happy, what is your love language, and what is the love language of your person, right? Whoever they are, right? So that you keep that love as another important asset for your adventure, for whatever the next phase holds for you. That emotional intelligence is going to be super, super important in what comes next for you. Okay, let's get some messages for you, Sagittarius, from your person. Messages for Sagittarius from their person. What would they like to share at this time? Anything else? Okay, I guess that's it. I can't even look at you right now. I can't even look at you right now, and no. So, oh wow, yeah. So your person, I can feel that they're also at that point where they have some doubts, and because it's so different, that they're not sure whether it's the best thing that's ever happened to them or it's the worst thing, because it's confusing and they cannot reference their past relationship to what is going on right now. Let's put it that way, right? Like, it's not necessarily that it's something weird. That's not what I'm saying. It's just that they haven't experienced it in this way before. And that's why it's scary, right? So it may look like they are trying to push you away, but it's not really the case. So that's what the universe is trying to tell you here, or your person is really meaning here. And that's why I was saying that you're at the time where there's a lot of potential, but it's up to you how you're going to turn it around, because you can grow together with this relationship, right? Like, it will be a growth spur both for you and your partner, or you can grow apart. Depends on the choices you're going to make in the nearest future, in the next couple of months. I'm getting. Okay, I hope this has been good for you, Saggy. Thank you so much for joining me today, guys. I love you all, and I'll be back with more readings very, very soon. Don't forget to like the video.